What's going on, people? Welcome to the No Agendas podcast, episode 4, the Jolly Green Gina. I didn't come up with the name, but I fucking love
Dude, I gotta
it.
I gotta say, hey, look, man, give me
Yeah.
my flowers for that one.
Yeah,
Give me my
yeah,
flowers for
hey,
that one.
have them, brother. That shit is hilarious though, because I was laughing like shit. We went through a couple names. It was Bruce and the Giant Peach. What the no? I keep saying what the hell was Marvel doing? Marvel's going downhill.
99 problems.
99 Problems.
Yeah,
Bruce
Marvel's going
ain't one.
downhill.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, but that Giant sticks. The power of the Giant. But anyway, my name is Ray Heavenhiker, and I'm joined with my gamma irradiated co-host, Veloso. In case you ain't know, so what's good, cousin?
What's going down? It's great to be back.
Yes, yes, yes.
We're not just one and done.
We're not one and done. We're for going for more. Um, of course, my 11-day twin from within. What's good, Trey?
What's happening? What's up, everybody?
And back from the paint multiverse, my boy Bob.
What's going on, fellas? You thought you had me replaced, but my position is entrenched. Yeah, you get classic shit like Jolly Green Gina from this guy. Yeah. So direct your hate mail. Direct your hate mail. I'll receive it all. Playing the hill ain't nothing new to me. So yeah, let's do this.
Okay. On the subject of Green Gina, let's go ahead. Today the trailer for She-Hulk
Yeah,
came out.
yeah.
New series on Disney Plus. I don't know how to say that youngin's name. Tatiana. I've seen her in stuff. I forgot what I was watching.
I haven't seen.
She
Let's
was
see.
in Orphan Black. Was it
Let me
Orphan
look it up.
Black?
I believe it was Orphan Black.
Orphan Black. I need to finish that
Yeah.
show.
I'll be honest, she's one of them actresses that you've probably seen her do well and stuff, but you probably
Yeah.
don't
Tatiana
remember.
Maslany.
Tatiana Maslany. I think that's how you say her name. Anyway,
Yeah,
I like
like,
her. The stuff that I've seen her in, I like her. She can be funny. She is a good actor, like you said. She's a good actress.
Yeah.
Maybe this will get her more jobs. I mean, who knows? There's more exposure. Anybody who's joined the MCU.
yeah.
So I don't
yeah.
think their casting choice wasn't bad, right? They had announced that a couple months ago, right? Who they were going to get to play She-Hulk.
Oh,
yeah.
at least 6 to 8 months ago. It was
Yeah,
well
couple
ago. I
months
mean,
ago. So
That
but
was
go
a
they
ahead.
while
almost
ago.
done filming anyway.
Yeah, I
So
think
they
they
almost
even
done
had
filming.
a retro trailer that they released with her and Bruce standing on like on top of some dumb shit like that.
Yeah, they did some viral kind of marketing, like
Yeah,
fake commercial type stuff.
yeah,
Where they did she did the whole "you won't like me when I'm angry" thing, standing next to Bruce, yada yada, some things like that. So yeah, they've known about it for at least a year,
yeah. Well,
at least.
so it's no hate because get ready because it's coming. There's no hate to her, but goddamn that trailer, the
They could have did
CGI of
that.
it all, the
Hey,
CGI of it all. Is
They
bad. My
I
biggest
hey,
gripe
look,
is her limbs are
hey, look,
are ridiculously long. Yeah. Like
I'm
hey,
gonna be
look.
honest. They did their best to hide the plot in the trailer. They
Well,
did
they
their best.
supposed
I
to.
don't have
It's
a
a
problem with
Yeah,
that.
no,
I don't
that's
have a
yeah,
a
problem
I'm
with
fine
teaser,
with that.
man. You're
It's
supposed to do
just
that. That's a teaser.
it,
that.
but at the same time, you can tell like okay, like I can tell like how she got what happened because everybody know the story. Like she got hurt in the accident, some shit like that, and all
They
of a
don't show
sudden,
that.
like they had to do a blood transfusion,
They don't show that.
and that's how she
Yeah.
became She-Hulk.
Yeah. See, we know that, but if you
Yeah,
watch the trailer and you didn't know that before, you still don't know that.
yeah, but
I would say
they
I would
show a
say
car crash
don't
though.
say. I would say don't say anything else. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah,
you're right. But we sticking on the CGI subject. I mean,
but, but
all right.
Marvel though, they gonna change it up. They
Are
change
they?
it.
I gotta give them
Yes.
a break.
I don't
Nah, they
think.
spent the
I
money
don't
been
know.
spent already. The money been spent already.
Yeah, I don't
I,
know. I mean,
I'll, I'll
they have the
I'll say
time.
this.
They have the time to
I'll
do
say
it.
this. I'll give them this. Is it original Sonic face bad?
Mm-mm.
No, no. It's not. It's not. It's not. Oh, that original Sonic face from the movie series and everything like that. That first trailer, which has been scrubbed from the fucking internet, because it was just detrimental. That face was
that
horrific.
put chills in kids' eyes.
Horrific. That scared me. Like, I am an adult male and I had nightmares with that fucking face. So is it that bad? No. I think what happened is they tried to do the same thing they did with Hulk with her, but it's hard to do. Hulk looks good because he looks like a giant monster that looks like a man.
Yeah.
The thing about She-Hulk is she's all intents and purposes a hot chick who's just a big bitch. Like that's it. Like that's
she just tall,
that's big bitch
and muscular.
Yeah, so you basically taking a regular person and stretching them to like 7 feet, 8 feet, which is it's going to look.
Her limbs look ridiculous.
I'm gonna ask the question. Though. Which CGI is better than Hulk, the movie that came out in 2003, or She-Hulk?
It's on the same lines to me. They on the same line.
That was horrendous. Now
they're on the same line to me. I don't know if I'll give it some more leeway because it's going to be a TV show versus a silver screen.
No neck Hulk, or She-Hulk.
No, did you say 03?
Yes, 03.
Eric Bana.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Eric Bana.
She-Hulk. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you what they did with She-Hulk.
Dog balls, Hulk.
I'm gonna tell you what they did with She-Hulk. They tried to make the green version of Avatar and just gave it human features.
Oh my God! Yes, her body. That's what it is.
Oh shit, she does.
Oh my God!
Wow. Hey, Ray.
That's why.
Hey, Ray. God. Hey, Ray. Deep cut. Is it the agreement was you make it blue? We don't care what you do as long as you make it blue.
What's the name of the Avatar aliens, Young? The Pandorans.
But they were something else. The Pandorans, but they were something else too, right? Oh, you mean the Native Americans?
The Na'vi. That's what it is.
The Na'vi.
Yeah, she does. That's what she looked like, a green Na'vi.
The Na'vi Americans.
She looked like a bald green.
She does.
Shout out my South Park brothers.
She looked like a bald green Na'vi.
With a butt, that's it. With a butt, that's it.
Yeah, because that thing is thinging.
But you were checking out that ass, though. I mean,
no, they pointed out in the. They pointed.
Which rolls into my next point. That last 15 seconds was real rapey, my nigga. Like I was like, hey, that dude in the worst of prior, he gonna get fucked.
But was it just me, or did they CGI him in her arms? Like he's CGI.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't do that.
Go back and look at it.
I gotta go
back and look. He looks warped, young. He looks warped. Like
he's standing next to a green screen, man. No, your fingers half the time.
Okay,
yeah,
but it looks. It looks bad though.
Oh, come on, give them a second to touch. They can touch that up. They can touch that up.
They can touch it up. I'm not saying. They have time. They do. They have time.
All right, the sex scene will be pristine by the time they get to it. Okay,
what is it going to be? What is it going to be rated?
It's PG-13 probably. PG or PG.
I mean, no, it's for some mild animated
TV-14. TV-14.
You think it's going to be TV-14?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you're not actually seeing a chick bang the dude. You're seeing an amalgamation of the chick bang the dude. So when you think of it from that angle, is it any more than like maybe a little over a G rating? It's good. Cartoon 14, Yeah.
They got 3 months.
I'm sorry, I'm interested to see this, man.
3 months.
This is gonna be interesting, man.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna be this. I hate to be that guy, but the porn industry is gonna take this and run.
The reason I don't think this show. Maybe it is gonna be TV-14.
No, it's gonna be some adult jokes. I mean,
yeah, it definitely is. But thing, I don't think it's going to be directed towards kids.
No, absolutely not. This isn't going to be the
'Cause her
character
comic books
Jennifer
are-
Walters, yeah, she's a snappy, sassy, you know,
It's like-
Ally McBeal-ish type
Yeah,
chick.
it's
I
like
mean,
like
what?
Sex in the
I mean,
City
what was
type shit.
what was Loki?
What was
Well,
Loki?
Loki wasn't. I mean, Loki was a 13-ish. Like, you
It-
know,
it
it wasn't no R.
It had some killing in it
Let
though.
me see. Loki.
It was killing.
No hard R's though. I mean, nobody's head was getting cut off, and you know, nothing like that. You know, as long as they don't show blood, you're good. You know, that's
Niggas
how
was-
that goes. And you
Hey.
got like so many times to drop the F-bomb, S-bomb.
Lady
Whatever.
Loki was
Yeah,
Lady Loki, whatever her name is.
Loki was TV 14. So
Yeah.
it might
Yes.
be. He might. He right. It might be TV
Yeah.
14.
No, I'll give you. It'd be 14. It's not
'Cause
going.
it has adult themes in it.
You do
Should
have
it
to
be-
remember.
It's called
Should it be
section.
rated?
You have to remember.
Because what are the ratings?
You
How do
do
the ratings
remember
go?
Disney's on it. This is, you got to remember, this still is a Disney product, right? But at the
And?
same time, no, I'm just saying, like at the same time, Disney did jump up their ratings on Disney Plus. Now you can lock your account for your age and everything like that now, because
Yeah.
they're allowing more, you know, higher level as far as sensitivity content. But the thing is, you know, now they it used to be hard R, TV 14, G, PG 13, you know, shit like that. Now that TV 14 is a gray area now, because now
Yeah.
it's TV 14 with subcategories. You know, some harsh language, some sexual suggestive shit, some yada yada. But we warned you, so you're good.
Yeah.
Hard R is strap in, we can do what we want. MA is we
okay.
just
That's
outright
that's
coming
the
at
next rating up is MA. I thought it
The
was
Yeah.
rated TV MA, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and then
Well, they
Yeah.
can do a TVY7, like some shit like that. Yeah,
No,
you,
Then
that's
the-
going backwards.
that's going backwards. Yeah.
No, leave it at
You cut it
14.
in half.
No, 14 is
TV.
fine.
We cut it in half.
TV
You cut it in half,
TVPG
man.
or some shit like that, but they
Yeah,
got
you
that.
cut- you cut
They
it in
gonna
half.
have that sex scene in it. There's adult content, so yeah, they got to put it.
Hey, look, man, we do all understand. I'm just fucking around with it, right? It's probably not going to be what I'm
But
I'm projecting. I
No,
projected a little bit.
But
I mean,
they hinted at there's gonna be adult content. Like she's literally.
I mean,
carrying
no,
it.
Yeah.
no,
Carrying
absolutely. She's drinking alcohol. She's probably going to drop a couple curse words here and there. She's going to talk about sexual stuff, maybe. And then, but are you going to see, the Jade Gina? No.
No.
No, you not.
No, I mean, I think
Hey,
it'll be. I mean,
Ray,
we'll see. It's a wait and see thing right now for me.
hey, Ray,
'Cause-
somebody going to work those Jade jaws.
shut up. Yeah.
All right,
Why
man.
you
I'm
like
sorry,
this?
man. That
Why
was
is he
intense.
like this?
The ending of that, the ending of that trailer was very intense. I'm sorry that I was a little,
The ending of the trailer
Moved by
scared
it.
you.
scared. No, quite the contrary. I was like,
Oh,
man, if I could, I said, man, an 8 foot tall green bad jump.
I mean, she's always been drawn bad. Yeah, like
I'm just
always.
saying, 8 foot tall green bad jump, slightly muscular. I mean, if you had the opportunity.
At least they ain't go like the Wonder Woman route and make her this bony ass fucking.
And
Or
just
that I
say
feel
she's
like they've
strong
done
and shit.
with every like hot comic book character, one female. Like, look what they did. We still ain't got a truly bad Mary Jane. I mean, no knocks on Zendaya, but
She
you
ain't.
know,
Yeah,
she got Mary Jane. You MJ.
yeah.
Also,
They
she-
tried to
alternate.
play. They tried to play that Watson shit in it, but like I was like,
Alt J. Get it? Not MJ, Alt J, like the music group.
yeah.
Get out.
I'm full of puns right now. Yeah, I'm punning it up, baby. This what happens when I take a break.
Are y'all tuning in day of though? Are you tuned in day of? Did the trailer make you be like, I'm tuned in? I gotta see the green.
Yeah, I'm still watching.
I'll be honest, when they just have fun, I love Marvel when they just have fun.
Right.
When they just have fun, it's just something to entertain you. I'm down. But when they try and get a little elevated, like all right, like Moon Knight. Moon Knight had a hell of a premise, and it had some interesting stuff they were playing with up front. It kind of didn't really go anywhere towards the end. I mean, it did, but it, I would have liked for them to. Well, no, I can't say I would have changed that per se, but you opening the door for later stuff. But they played with some interesting stuff, like the whole mental stability thing. That was really fun. That was really dope. I was like, wow, that's real interesting. But they don't always win when they do that. You know, I prefer Marvel when they're just straight up trying to be fun. Just have fun with it, and it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be entertaining to the point where you can do a bunch of crossover shit. Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk is the type of character that she's better when she's around a bunch of different,
Yeah, because
characters.
that's all she is really support. Because
She's a bridge
rogues
character.
gallery is garbage. No, my nigga, like that shit is terrible. Her
she's
stories
Teddy Bridgewater.
are cool. She breaks the fourth wall sometimes, like Deadpool. I think some of her stuff, like in the 2010s, I forget which. That I don't really realize She-Hulk. I mean, it's not really written for me anyway. But I was hearing some stuff about her stuff in the 2010s where it was more themed towards adults, and she was basically like Sex in the City, but she's She-Hulk and shit, and it was about her cases and her being in a bunch of relationships and shit, just dating in New York and shit like that, basically. So I mean,
because you can make it a good show, and she happens to be She-Hulk.
If they go the Ally McBeal route, make it like an Ally McBeal show, but sometimes she fights the Wrecking Crew, and she does shit with her cousin, and blah blah blah. But I think the biggest question that I have from the trailer is, when is it set?
It's gotta be post time skip, post 5 year skip. It's gotta be
after.
It's post Thanos.
It's after everything. So
yeah, I think it's we definitely know it's after Infinity War, right? Because he is Smart Hulk. Smart Hulk, right?
Yeah, it's at the end game, yeah.
Right. But is it before Shang-Chi or after Shang-Chi? Is it before Endgame? Is it before Endgame or after? You think it's after Shang-Chi?
I think it's after Shang-Chi.
So the reason the reason I say no on that is because he's in Shang-Chi, he was Bruce Banner with a sling on his arm.
Right, but I think what they're doing,
Smart Hulk, he wasn't Bruce Banner at all. He was Banner Hulk with no injury to his arm whatsoever. And we never got that time where we knew, this is how he became that Hulk.
Well, but think about it though. Think about it from this angle, right? Mm-hmm. I say it's post Shang-Chi because Blonsky, right?
Blonsky is in it.
They showed hints that he's in the same cell that he was in.
Same cell from Shang-Chi.
And Shang-Chi, right? So that's one thing. Two, the arm is finally healed. Because that was the last time you saw Bruce was he had the arm in the sling. The arm is finally healed. And three, I would say the trailer's misleading, and nobody ever addressed the fact of whether he can change back in that.
That's true too.
You get what I mean?
Right.
Like he said, I figured it out. That doesn't mean he can't be Bruce. That just meant that he was like, all right, I'm good where I'm at. They never said he couldn't change anymore. The assumption is we get stuck thinking about Professor Hulk from the comics, where it was just he couldn't go back.
He couldn't go back.
Right.
Well,
that was the so.
I think we kind of got that in. I think we kind of got that in Ragnarok and somewhat of Infinity War, when he was stuck as Hulk in Ragnarok, and then he was stuck as your mic is muted on. And then he was stuck as Banner in freaking Infinity War. So I don't know if it's then in Endgame. Yeah, you're right. They didn't say if he was stuck as Professor Hulk, but he made the decision that I'm gonna put them together, and we both decided, Banner and Hulk decided, this is what we're gonna be.
Right. Yeah. Right. He said we got on the same page. Right. Basically, that's what he said. We got on the same page.
I think it's just you have to not put a lot of stock in his appearance in Shang-Chi. I think they just didn't want to pay money for the CGI and just was like, let's just have fucking. Cause what's his name? God damn it! Why do I always forget his fucking name? And I like him too. What's the dude who played Bruce Banner?
Oh, Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. I think they just because Ruffalo down for anything. He gonna do it. I'll show up where he
Yeah,
want me to show
yeah,
up.
he down.
But I
He's one
think
of those
Disney was just
characters.
like, we
Yeah.
ain't about to. We paid enough for this damn dragon and this fucking blob and shit. So let's go ahead. We ain't about to pay for no Hulk. Look, just get your ass, put your arm in this sling,
Nah.
put that fucking flannel on.
But no, you don't think that's a good point though? Is that they never clarified whether he
Yeah,
can
you're
change
right.
back or not?
I don't. I mean, we don't.
You know?
I don't. Who's to say when this joint takes place? You right?
Because he did say he mastered it. He said he
did.
mastered it,
He did.
and that's why he's teaching her. Right? Is so I would assume he shows her that hey, I can do it. I can show you because you can do it because I can do it. Yada yada, all that shit. And you know, I think the assumption is from looking at the trailer, she does have those Savage Hulk moments herself. Like
Yeah,
she freaks out, she goes off. So he teaches her how to get it under control.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Moon Knight, I believe everybody here has now seen it except for Ville's finishing the last episode, right, Ville? You're on the last episode. All right, cool. So, how much do you like it? How do you feel about it so far?
It's pretty good. I didn't know too much of the character of Moon Knight, but I knew who Moon Knight was. So I could kind of piece some stuff together, even though I know you can't pretty much go off of the show. You have to get into the comic book to really know who they are.
Yeah, I mean, do you feel like they did a good job of kind of introducing you to the character? So far,
I want to watch the last episode. So far, yeah.
So far, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because I was kind of like confused. I already knew he was kind of crazy, but I was like, all right, where is this all tying together?
Like he's tying together on with his character
on the show,
or tying together in the MCU period. Because I don't know how much he's gonna touch other people. Really,
as of right now, as his character.
I'm a child. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm a child.
Touch other people. But anyway,
I don't know how much he's gonna reach out and touch people.
Touch other people within the universe. Shut up,
Really grab hold.
Yeah, I probably had a little. I don't know. I probably have a little more knowledge than you about Moon Knight. Not a lot. Not a whole hell of a lot. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to remember what in the last episode, what surprises did we get? And it's really, I think you pretty much got the gist of the show. The last episode, I ain't gonna spoil it for you. Just watch the last episode. Let me know what you think or whatever. Once we'll probably bring it back. Talk about it next time.
Touch on it next time.
Touch on it next time.
But preemptively, I can say one thing without spoiling anything, you know, because this is all just based off of information you know. I figured out how it all ties in with, because the question I had, like, and a lot of people had, was how does this tie in with the overall world that's already built? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or is it supposed to? Is it supposed to be a standalone thing? Like, oh yeah, you know, that's the drawback of having a shared universe is everybody's going to ask the question, while this was going on, where the fuck were you? Right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So where I think it ties in is it's opening you up to the concept of gods. Yeah. Outside of what we already knew about gods, which was Norse. Yeah. All we knew about gods was Thor, but now you realize there actually are what they consider a pantheon of gods out there, which sets up.
And they fight their own demons.
You know what? I'm sorry. Thor.
Which sets up Thor, Love, and Thunder.
Thor and Black Panther.
Thor and Boss from which is interesting you say that because they just recently released information that Boss is going to be in Thor God
Gods
and
of-
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder, yeah.
So now you open up the window even more to Gore the God Butcher.
Mm.
So now the
And then-
character of Gore the God Butcher, you're like, all right, who's he killing? Who are the gods? And now you open up the fact that there's a pantheon of gods depending on what you deal with, and they all exist.
I know
Yeah.
we're kind of going off topic of Moon Knight, but if you think when they bring in X-Men, do you think they're gonna bring in Cyrax?
Ooh.
I honestly,
That's some
I
ambitious
thought they
shit.
was going to, and we could get now. Have you seen Doctor Strange yet, Val?
Not the second one, no, not yet.
God damn it.
Oh,
I thought they
But
were
I
going
still
to
talk about it.
Okay, cool. I thought they were going to introduce him in Doctor Strange somewhat, with like the bands and Satarak. I thought they were going to introduce him in that. And I was kind of surprised that they didn't, because he's a demon, right?
Yeah,
Right.
But
that's where
but,
Dragon Knight guys kind of, sort of, all both.
but see the thing about that though, they didn't call it that. They was calling it a fucking doll. They didn't call. I was waiting for the name.
Yeah, they never called him by his name. You're right. They didn't call him by his name, but I feel like they do that in a couple. Just like that was Shuma Grass.
They did their best not to make sure that wasn't Umagor. You know, it wasn't.
Right.
You know,
That was
But it was
that
clearly-
was him. But
it was clearly him.
But like that was him in fucking What If? Like that was Shuma Grass. You know, Shuma
But if
Grass.
it was him, you had to give him a little more pomp and circumstance than that. I mean,
Maybe.
some characters, some people will like really would feel like, oh my god, you ain't really like, even though in the grand scheme of things, who gives a fuck? But like
Who gives a fuck?
some
You don't
people,
have
some
to-
people will.
Yeah,
flip
I
it.
don't care if you say his name or not, except for like Vel said the cataract. But I understand why they did.
Yeah,
Because whatever. Because they haven't
Yeah.
introduced the X-Men yet.
I mean, but
Getting
still,
there.
no,
Yeah,
they
definitely are
did.
getting
They
there.
did introduce somewhat. They introduced one person.
Yeah.
All right,
and
so-
the funny. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. So everybody,
yeah.
because y'all wouldn't let me talk. Let me talk about it last week. By threat of my life, y'all threatened my fucking life. Anyway,
I
I
didn't
go
didn't
ahead
threaten
and get
nothing. I said go
see,
talk.
see, Ray,
You
see, Ray?
did.
JP.
You
See
did.
what happened?
You did.
See what happens,
Yeah,
Ray?
it was the dark verse Vaughn. That's who fucking.
See what happens, Ray? You know, bring that motherfucker in. I would let you speak freely. You know why? Because I saw the shit already. But you know, it's all good. You know, it's a.
I just
It's all
told you
good.
not to.
So you fucking with people with lives and shit. You know, that's part of the problem, man. See, you know, you got me here.
It is what it is. That's why I'm glad to have you back.
It's what it is.
That's why. Your quirky puns, and then the freedom for me to say what the fuck I want to say. So
Yeah, go for it.
So Doctor Strange and the madness, the multiverse of madness. Okay.
You wasted
So-
that name, by the way. That was a good one. But you know, the stuff.
I know.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
And just call it what it is. It was straight boo boo.
You think it was straight
What?
boo boo?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hold on. Let me explain. Let me explain.
Okay, yeah. Let me hear what you
Explain.
got to say.
Hot take. Hot take.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Thank
Reason
Thank you for
reason
showing
why
up this week. Thank
the
you so
reason why
much.
the reason why I'm saying it's straight boo boo is because it's not. The movie was good until the ending, and then they took the cheap way out to finish out the movie, and then it just killed the vibe of the whole movie. To me, that's how I felt.
The
And it was a
nigga
lot of
reanimated
dry spots.
his
And it was
own
dry spots.
body.
Listen,
Hey,
listen.
let me ask you a question. How many times did the person who did wrong be like, all right, I did wrong, so let me just sacrifice myself?
She
and
was
make
a
everything
hero,
better?
but she's been
That
a hero
was
in.
that was the
she's been a hero
that's
in
a
how many
cliche
movies?
ending.
She just
That's a cliche ending.
She started as
She
a
had the
villain.
power.
Even
She had the
in
power.
Movie, hold on. Even in the
Let
movie
me
that they,
finish.
even in the movie they
She had the-
introduced her in, she became a hero at the end of that movie. She was a hero in Age of Ultron. At the end of Age of Ultron, she was a hero. Then in freaking Civil War, she was a hero. All the way until WandaVision, she somewhat become a villain. And then now she was full blown villain. She's been a hero longer than she has been a villain. Why wouldn't she? And this is the same Wanda. It's not like a different Wanda. It's the same Wanda. Why wouldn't she have those? You know what?
But
Maybe I
but at
need to
the
think
same
about what the
time,
fuck I'm doing.
they took the cheap way out to
I ain't
end it
mad
like,
at you. I
okay,
mean, they had to.
I
How else?
fuck,
It's
I
not. I
fuck.
don't think either they would have either
She literally
Doctor
has the
Strange,
power.
either Doctor Strange would have had to been stronger than her in order to destroy her,
Which is not
or
true.
which ain't true,
Listen to me.
or they would have had to do it this way. There was only two ways to end the movie, or
Who
she
was
would have
she
won.
gonna get killed by?
Three ways.
She
She
has
could have won.
Who was she gonna get killed
she
by?
has the power to literally.
Who
She
has the
literally
power?
has the power to be like, I fucked
To
up.
control
I can
reality.
fix everything. But she don't.
Oh,
But
In
she
her
didn't
way.
do it. They took the
hold
cheap
on.
way out.
In her way, the way that she thinks of fixing it. It's not
Right.
of how it should be
fixed
fixed.
everything by she fixed everything by destroying the Darkhold.
Yeah,
That's how she fixed everything.
She's been fixing everything since WandaVision. She's been fixing everything. So
Yeah.
that
That
was the
bitch is
whole
damaged.
yeah,
She
that
is
was the
damaged,
whole
man.
thing about WandaVision was she was fixing shit. So I mean, listen, I'm not going to disagree with you. I mean, the movie definitely wasn't freaking perfect.
No.
But they said it at the end of WandaVision. Auntie Agnes said the only person, Auntie Agatha, the only person that she's stronger than the Scarlet Witch is stronger than the Sorcerer Supreme, which Stephen Strange in this universe is not. He's not the fucking Sorcerer Supreme. I thought Wong was going to die. I was like, when is Wong gonna get this? They let Wong live.
Wong be getting his ass.
Wong was getting busy.
Wong
was getting busy.
He was trying. Wong was getting.
He was getting busy.
He held his own job, but
he got his ass whooped the whole movie and the movie before that. Like Wong is the sorcerer's punching bag. That dude be getting his ass whooped.
He was getting busy at certain points.
Yeah, busy getting his ass whooped. That's what I'm saying. Like
he's the
Shumagorov tuned him up.
All the way up.
He got his ass. His whole squad got murked by Wanda. Then she held him and strung him up like some fucked up Pinocchio. Like a bitch though. Like and then she just flicked the motherfucker off the cliff. The nigga couldn't even fly. I mean, he couldn't even keep himself from falling off a fucking cliff. Sorcerer Supreme, my ass. He was getting his ass.
No. You forgot. Like he couldn't really. He's like everybody from the temple couldn't really not supposed to step foot on there. That's the reason why they couldn't transport all the way to there. So
they couldn't use their sling ring to get there. You had to climb there. You're right about that. But she carried that.
My nigga, if that's all you got, if that's all you got.
Yeah,
he kept getting his ass
I thought Wong was gonna die, and then that's how he was gonna become. When the fuck is this nigga gonna become Sorcerer Supreme?
He became Sorcerer Supreme in the first movie. In the first movie,
no, the fuck he didn't.
But he never
Sorcerer
did.
Supreme.
No, he became the protector of the.
No, he was Sorcerer
Supreme in New York. That's what he became. He never became Sorcerer Supreme.
That's it. No, at the first movie,
I thought she dropped it down to him like you're down to Sorcerer Supreme.
No.
And then he lost. And then he lost the Sorcerer Supreme when he got dusted. And then that's when Wong became Sorcerer Supreme.
There was no Sorcerer Supreme.
I watched that movie actually recently.
I probably gotta watch it.
They never said it. No,
they never said it.
He was never the Sorcerer Supreme.
They said when you're ready, and they said, but for the first time ever, the world doesn't have a Sorcerer Supreme.
Oh yeah.
So Wong, the whole thing was he'll get there, but he never got there because the nigga got snapped. So, it was.
Then he ain't make it no better by doing that shit with fucking Peter.
Oh, that just makes it fucking worse.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, this is the weakest version of Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
he's still on the come up though. I mean, that's the not the weak. He's definitely not the strongest version of Doctor Strange. He's definitely not. Well, when comparing to the comics,
like any medium whatsoever, he's definitely not.
Yeah, but he's working his way up there though, man.
He got some skill though. And then it's
I
just want Benedict to win, man. I just want Benedict to win so bad. The
Yeah,
action was
Cumberbatch
dope. Like you said, when he reanimated his
Yeah.
fucking corpse, yeah.
The nigga reanimated.
Yo, that shit
And
was
then, and
that
then,
was
and then,
fire.
it wasn't just me, or was I getting like
Thriller.
what's the what's the shit on the Flash with the Speed Force little demons and shit when the Speed
Oh
Force demons
yeah,
be
the
like
Dark
Oh
chasing
Racer.
out?
yeah,
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 the Wraith.
the Black Racer.
yeah.
No, the
Why
Wraith.
the
No,
race?
the
Yeah, the
Wraith.
Speed Race. Yeah, the Speed Race. Why did I get? Did anybody else get Speed Race vibes from this fucking
I
thing?
did.
Yeah, but when he took when she was like, you're the master of mystical arts. Control him. And he was like, oh yeah, I do magic.
That shit was kind of hard. Yeah,
But
that shit was-
I like how they are. Like you said, he's getting there. They're showing how this motherfucker will. It's not that it's not just the fact that he's willing to take big risks to win, do whatever it takes to win, but he's also wary of making sure stuff doesn't fucking control, like taking control of the shit, because that's his whole thing, is having the fucking control. Like I'm gonna get this eye on the middle of my forehead, but I'm gonna control that shit.
I appreciate how they did this though, because I mean, first of all, as funny as it is, one of the best villains in Marvel history so far.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh gosh.
that she was really good, man.
It was
And
a
then
fucking horror movie.
it was a horror movie. Sam
It was a
Raimi
fucking-
went full on
I-
Evil Dead with that
It's
shit.
only
man.
like
Sam
to me, it
Raimi
was only
killed
like
that.
4 jump scares though. It was only 4.
But it was jump scares.
But it was
It was-
jump scares. And
But
yeah,
it was
the fact
look,
that it
and
was
you could
jump
tell
scares.
it was jump scares because it'd be like,
Yeah.
But I'm
Fucking
used
dope,
I'm
yeah.
used to a Sam
You
Raimi
get
movie.
that
Like
chord.
watch the Evil Dead. Like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Evil Dead was a horror movie. It wasn't scary, but it was a horror
no.
movie.
The first Evil Dead
nigga-
was scary.
That shit ain't scary. It's
Yes.
funny. It's more
No,
funny than
that
it's
one
scary.
the first Evil Dead wasn't really funny until the
Shit,
second.
me, Bruce Campbell, yeah.
It's Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell funny as shit.
He
But
is
nah,
funny, but
nigga,
the
they
first
had
one-
a whole ending of Terminator scene, like the ending of the first Terminator. Like you're running from the she's limping after him, eyes
Yeah, that
glaring
shit was
red.
limping.
I was like,
Covered in
God,
Ultron guts.
you
Just
get out
fucking
you like, get out the room, nigga.
breaking through walls and shit. Goodness gracious.
That shit was hard.
That young and that nigga Doctor Strange had to drop. I thought he was going. I was like, oh, is this the remember the scene from Justice League when he dropped, like, what are we under? The Hudson. And then he dropped the fucking river on fucking Steppenwolf. I thought that's what Doctor Strange was about to do. I was like, God damn, nigga.
I mean, he basically did though,
He did. It wasn't that strong.
Yeah.
I was like,
Wasn't that
that
strong,
stopped
yeah.
that. It kind of stopped her, but then it's like I ain't think.
But he said it's gonna slow this. He said it's gonna slow this bitch down. That's all he said was, ain't nothing we could do to technically stop her. That's why he was so. He was terrified of this youngin.
He was.
He was like, look, I'm telling y'all right now. Y'all claim y'all are the Illuminati or whatever the fuck y'all want to call yourselves. This chick is coming, and they was like, oh, we could deal with her. I appreciate the arrogance they had because that just made it so much more satisfying when she just annihilated them.
He said let Black Ball say something to you with mouth. I was like,
Hey,
mouth.
that pointed out like a seriously dope ass trope because I was like, oh, we're not in Kansas no more with that one because he literally said the way to stop him in the same breath as you're introducing him. So I was like, oh, that's dope that she was that quick.
Yeah,
That's dope. She was that quick. She immediately said, "Oh, that's it." Boom.
Punished
It
the
just took him
Illuminati.
out.
That shit was funny.
Yo, that was great, man.
What
But
did y'all
I
think
say
about
this-
the Illuminati though?
they could have did better.
I mean,
They could have did better with their scenes.
It was a cameo.
I
It
know
was
what
a
I'm saying. Like
cameo.
the way I'll be honest. Like I was pissed off the way they could, like how fast off, like they
how fast they got murked.
Yeah,
But think about it.
like the
Think-
person
no,
who
think
lasted the
about it.
longest. The person who lasted longest was Captain was Agent Carter or Captain Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah, she lasted the longest.
Oh, she didn't last the longest. Captain Marvel lasted the longest. That bitch got cut in half. honestly, it went the way it was supposed to go because the only person who stood up the longest was the other person who was blessed with Infinity Stone power. That's it. Like everybody else got what was
Is she
coming to
blessed
them.
with infinity power?
Captain Marvel?
The
she got her power from the Tesseract.
Yeah,
I thought she got her. Oh yeah.
Following the same logic, she got her power from the Tesseract.
Yeah.
So the only person who stood up.
I'm thinking about the comic book.
Oh yeah. No, that's it's some movie based.
See, that's what Marvel fucks me up. Like I'm thinking about how they do the original. Like, yeah, we're gonna change this up a little bit.
That's fine.
Fuck, but that's good though.
They
that's
do
a
good.
Thing, though.
Some choices work.
Some choices are good. Some choices
Yeah,
was just okay, that's a dick move.
I trust them. I don't trust
DC.
Whoever the fuck. Yeah, I definitely don't trust DC. Thank you for saying it. I trust them. I don't trust.
The only movie that I like so far where they changed it up a little bit to an extent was Aquaman. That was it. And the Batman. That's it. Other than that, and this in the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I like how I think
niggas reaction.
What this movie did for me. This movie did what I needed it to do for me. Like I said, I didn't watch the trailers. I hear a whole bunch of people, bunch of hoopla that this and that was in the trailer, but it wasn't in the movie and shit like that. The Illuminati is cool. I hope moving forward, we gotta get John Krasinski in the fucking MCU, young. We gotta get him in there full time. If they do a Fantastic Four, please, he needs to be.
Petition exists.
He needs to be Mr. Fantastic. You know what I'm saying? That would be dope. I like that they started talking about incursions. So now we know moving forward, it's gonna be
Secret Wars
versus verse. So that's dope. I like that. And that's what it did for me. It connected because it wasn't everything felt like off. We haven't heard anything about Kang and different universes since Loki.
I mean, that's one thing I was like, man.
So they don't know what the fuck was Wanda doing.
So they don't know what the fuck Loki did. Loki is the one who really started this bullshit. Like, to be honest, he's the one who broke the multiverse.
And that's the crazy part about it is they don't know that he actually the one that started all of this shit. So I like that they're doing that. That the multiverse, it really, and they even introduced it before. Because at first, remember when I don't know who else, maybe I was talking to Vaughn. I was like, they. I didn't think they were introducing the multiverse in Endgame. I thought they were just introducing different timelines. But that's what the multiverse is in this setting in the MCU is the timelines. It's the timelines are different. So and then that's what Kang was doing in Loki was he was keeping anytime somebody made a different choice or this varied off from that timeline, then he would kill that. They would destroy that timeline. Purge that timeline just to keep it as one, and then when Kang is gone, that's how we get all these different branches and stuff like that exist at the same time. So I think that's dope. That's really dope to me. I like it. I like it. That's a smart way and a more simple way than just saying there are multiple Earths that exist and this and that. So that's dope. That's dope. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like the incursion shits. That we about to get into that. Maybe we'll bring Spider-Man back into that. Maybe they'll even tie in fucking the Spider-Man into the multiverse shit. You know what I'm saying? With the Miles Morales Spider-Man and all of that. Cause that's that'll be dope. That'll be funny. So now I'm excited. Now I can see it. I can see the vision. Now I see where it was going. Whereas before I saw the movie, I didn't know where it was going. So it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'll say this though, for the first time ever, I'll say this about the movie, like continuity wise, those end credit scenes. This is the first time I really just didn't give a fuck. like I hate to say it this way, but like, you know, you can't introduce a character with zero context and just have them show up and then nobody know who the fuck they are and have them played by, you know, Charlize fucking Theron. Now, I did some research afterwards. I know who she is. I get who she is, but I'm like, who the fuck was supposed to know that?
But
like honestly, nobody was supposed to fucking know that. Like who would know that's who that was?
In their defense,
that's the point though.
In their defense, yeah, and that you know what? That's another thing. I forgot who I was listening to. Somebody had said it. I think it was like I think it was Charlemagne or something. I think Brittany was listening to something. He was interview or whatever, and he was talking about the movies are starting to kind of resemble the comics a little bit now, to where you had to have where now you definitely have to go back and read or go back and watch to understand what's going on. But you really don't. If you just stick with this, you just stick with watching Doctor Strange movies. Maybe you can pick some stuff up without having to watch 100 of other movies or series and shit in between. But if you did watch them, it'll pay off better for you because you'll know everything. You'll know a lot more. You'll get different things, and then things will start to make sense to you as in like the grand scheme and where the shit is going and all of that.
I get that logic.
So then also I think another thing that Marvel does that they have been doing is they know niggas got internet, so they just like go look this shit up. Like we're gonna play with y'all, go search it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily mind that because the they have had worse in credit scenes. We've seen worse, but I don't disagree with what you're saying. But if you were going to do it this way, go get Charlize Theron. Why not get Charlize Theron? You know what I'm saying? And then two, we saw that it was the dark multiverse because if you watch the first Doctor Strange, you look just like that.
Basically
the green.
So
the
basically, Dormammu.
Black background.
Yeah, it was Dormammu.
Yeah, it looked like it was Dormammu.
Dark from the dark realm. Yeah, right. Yeah, so I mean, and then honestly, it's about time they circle back to the whole Dormammu thing. I mean,
right.
Now we're talking about gods, we're talking about multiverses, we're talking about different universes, we're talking about different things. It's about time you cycle back to Dormammu, who was a big character that honestly probably didn't get as much of his just due. Like honestly, I would be shocked if this third one that they come out with isn't heavily featured with Dormammu trying to get back at Strange. And honestly, you still need to go down that Mordo route. You still got to go down that route.
I mean, the good thing they still got it in their pocket. They still have it.
It's still in their pocket. It's still in their pocket. You kept it alive with this one.
They still got to do Dormammu and what's his name? What's his name?
What, Mephisto?
No, not Mephisto. The Doctor Strange mortal enemy. Doctor Strange mortal enemy. What's his name?
That's what I said. Mordo.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And Dormammu. And
you can draw that link right there. Honestly, you can bring them together. Like, you link that up. And basically that whole thing in the first one comes back full circle where you can even have it say like, oh, he's officially the Sorcerer Supreme after that. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm sure they got a plan for it. I'm sure they got a plan for it.
Also, like I do believe Doctor Strange is probably like the perfect person in the movies that can introduce Ghost Rider, any variant of Ghost Rider. That it would be awesome.
I kind of give up.
You would have, I give up too. But if you were to do it, yeah. But they introduced Ghost Rider, right, in Agents of Shield. Wasn't he?
The Robbie Reyes. Yeah, and he was good. I liked him.
Okay.
All right. In fairness, they introduced him and the Darkhold in Agents of Shield, technically.
Yeah, Agents of Shield.
Okay.
And Cloak and Dagger.
So he does exist.
Was Cloak and Dagger MCU or was that that was Fox, right?
No, that was Disney. That was Disney. Freeform is Disney.
That's not in the MCU.
Freeform is Disney.
Nope.
Original Cloak, the original series.
It's Disney.
No, but they were doing.
It's owned by ABC. ABC is owned by Disney.
Hold on, let me.
I thought they were Hulu.
That's not in the MCU. If you click on if you click on Marvel, I understand that because even Spider-Man is in the MCU. But what I'm saying is, if you go to Disney Plus and you go to Marvel, they not
Not
on there.
a lot of things not on there.
I mean, it's not a lot. It's really
It's not
just
a
Spider-Man not on
whole
there.
lot.
It's really
It's
just
not a
Spider-Man
whole
not on
lot.
there. It's
Yeah.
not a lot. It's really just Spider-Man and the new shit. That's the Doctor Strange. That's not on there.
Yeah,
I
it's
say,
owned by
nigga, they
it's
even
owned by
got
ABC. ABC's owned by
But it's not
Disney.
part of the.
It's owned by Disney. So, but it's not part of
Who
the
watched that?
reason is
You watched it?
Yeah, I watched it. It was
Did they reference anything?
It was huh?
Did they reference anything?
They referenced they referenced a lot. And then also they had the crossover with the Runaways, and the Runaways they had the Dark Order as well.
Another Fox joint. Yeah, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
this
Like,
not Fox. This not Fox. It's free.
All right, all right. I'm okay. I'm just saying.
No, yeah, it's freeform.
Hey, Ray, you gotta get a Michael Keaton reaction to that. Just you gotta get the Keaton reaction.
Look it up.
We're not saying you're wrong. We're just saying.
But I think they
Okay, listen.
But I think they linked I don't think they did that in the MCU verse. I think they did that Netflix verse though, because a lot of things that referenced in Cloak and Dagger was referenced from like Luke Cage and Jessica Jones.
That's one thing I didn't bring up too though, is that's one thing I'm looking forward to with She-Hulk is the reintroduction of the Netflix series Marvel roster, because Daredevil will be in that fucking show.
For real? Okay.
The what?
Everything I read, Daredevil's going to be in She-Hulk at some point.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And Charlie Cox Daredevil, not some.
It makes
fuck fleck,
sense.
You know, fuck. That's what his name. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, not none of that bullshit. We're talking actual good Daredevil. Yeah. Yeah. Charlie Cox. Yeah. Who honestly, we'll say that for another time. Can we do that another? Can we do that another time? Actually, I know that's a kind of going backwards. I mean, it's not really new and cutting edge, but can we address the Netflix Marvel universe? I mean,
we can talk.
I want to. I've got things to say on that one.
Okay.
Couple things to say.
Listen,
that's a brief period.
Okay, because there's nothing going on.
We're not gonna do it now.
I know we're not gonna do it now. We can definitely do it. We can do it next week. Let's just get it. Let's get everything that we got on the table this week off, and then next week it ain't no problem to put that on there, because I think we're gonna be stretching for news, because video game news is terrible. It's scarce. It's very scarce.
It's getting dry.
Yeah,
it's getting dry out there.
Yeah, the only things that's kind of come up in video game news this week is the PS Plus subscription that PlayStation has, Sony has, that's supposed to be their Microsoft Xbox Game Pass. That's coming back in the news because they released a list of games that they're going to have on there,
every month,
which are weird, which is weird to me. I know a lot y'all say y'all don't really have PS Plus, so it don't matter to y'all. If you have the PlayStation, if you have PlayStation 5 and you have PS Plus that they have now,
I'm getting when the new Spider-Man come out. Spider-Man 2.
You get all those games free except for, I think, the Spider-Man games. You get God of War for free. You got Horizon Zero Dawn for free, not Forbidden West. And you got.
Well, is it like retro, like, not retro, excuse me.
Is it up-res?
Is it catalog stuff? Like, is it like, oh, you get God of War 1 through 4?
No.
It's kind of like,
you get that.
So what is it?
Well, I don't know, because.
Do you just get God of War, the new one? Because that was already free once. Like, I had the PS Now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because you told me to get it, right?
Yeah.
Because you told me to get it like when I bought my PS5 and shit like that. So I still have my PlayStation. Was it PlayStation Plus account? What's the like gold membership? PlayStation Plus, right? Yeah. All right. So I still have that, but PlayStation Now is supposed to be the direct competition to the Microsoft Game Pass for Xbox. So I'll be honest. I mean, I didn't even get Game Pass for Xbox because I was like, well, I think it might be a little on me. Because, and then added to that, like I would need to personally, I need to upgrade my Xbox before I get some shit like that, honestly. Because download speeds, I mean, it takes fucking forever to download a game, and I just I don't want to deal with that, honestly. And then I do have the storage though, so I'll take that back. Once you download something on Xbox Game Pass, it's just like the free games will go, right? It's just yours, right?
It's not. After a while, no,
see?
it's not. With Game Pass,
After a
it's
while,
like
goes away.
some of the stuff will go off. Now the first party stuff may be on there longer, or it may never go off, like Halo and the Gears of War stuff. That stuff probably won't ever go off of there because it's Microsoft. But like other
Right.
stuff, like I forgot what I had downloaded on there, and it went off. I think Streets of Rage 4 is about to go off of there soon.
I purchased it, so
Yeah, I had already purchased it too. Oh, like Devil May Cry. I think when they first released Game Pass, Devil May Cry, the newest one, Devil May Cry 5 was on there. That's not on there anymore. The Arkham, the remastered Arkham, not Arkham Knight, but the remastered Arkham. I forget what it's called.
Asylum?
Collection.
Is it the three banger? Yeah.
Yeah, that was on there, and that's not on there anymore. So yeah, if you download it on Game Pass, it's not like Gold, where if you download it, you got it, so you can delete it off, and whenever you want to play it again, you just re-download it, reinstall it.
So if I'm looking at this right, if I'm looking at this right, I may be looking at this wrong. Yeah, Google might have some wrong shit because I'm looking at kind of a list of that's wrong. So I'm looking for the actual list, honestly, because
I got the list.
I want to see what they.
So because it's different tiers. So with the $17.99 tier, I forget they call it the premium, right? You get all 340 games. I'm not going to list all 340 games. You get Ghost of Tsushima, Demon Souls, the Death Stranding Director's Cut, Days Gone, the God of War, just the newest one, right? Not the one that's coming out yet. They haven't announced that. Horizon Zero Dawn, both Spider-Man and Miles Morales. Last of Us. Oh no, not even Last of Us 2. Wow, that's crazy. Uncharted. Trying to see what else. Arkham Knight on there. It's basically a mirror of, after that, it's kind of a mirror of what the Game Pass has minus like minus their first party stuff.
And it basically got the Uncharted shit too.
But then also the biggest thing that everybody has a problem with, me too, because I was excited for them to get this, is the fact that there is no guarantee, unlike Game Pass, there's no guarantee that you're going to be able, if you have the subscription, that you're going to get first party PlayStation games day one.
So that's part. So that's the deal with. You're saying that's the deal with Xbox is if there's a release of a Xbox exclusive game, the presumption is you'll have access to it on Game Pass.
No, there is no presumption. You're guaranteed to get access to it on Game Pass day one.
Right. As long as you keep paying for the subscription.
Well, as long as you have the subscription, you get that game. On day one. With PlayStation, there's no guarantee. They've come out and said that they haven't said that they weren't, but they said that they weren't going to. Some first party stuff they wouldn't be able to do it because of like cost and stuff like that. It doesn't make business sense. So
yeah, I'm looking at some of the legacy shit they got on here. Yeah. Okay. I'm looking at some of the legacy shit they got on here. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not adult enough to not point this out. Does that say Mr. Driller? The fuck is Mr. Driller? I mean, all right, I know I pointed that one out, but come on, man. That's honestly top 10 porn names.
But he's telling the truth.
If I'm telling the truth, top 10 porn names if I ever could choose, right?
That's from OG PlayStation. But
yeah.
Yeah, no, so the next. That's why I
Oh
say.
shit, they got hot show off Gulfs, man. I'm getting this shit.
Oh, shut up.
Hey, look, fuck you. That game was fun.
No, it wasn't. It was dry.
Shitting on my
It's
joy.
dry. I say it's dry, but also Microsoft isn't
Hot
really
shots
making
tennis.
is it really making a case because as of right now there are no more first party Microsoft games that are coming out this year that
Until the
aren't like
next Halo in 10 years. Yeah.
no until because they pushed back that Bethesda game that they were coming out with. What's the joint called? Sky.
That's right. They did have Bethesda. Yeah.
That was supposed to come out.
Nigga, they got Hot Shots
Starfield.
Golf out of bounds, nigga.
Starfield and Redfall. Shut up. Those two joints were supposed to come out, and they pushed those back. Because Starfield was supposed to come out. They were pressed because it was supposed to be 11/11/22.
Nigga, why you
they did the big
bullshitting?
thing at E3, and that's not happening. So we get no more Xbox exclusives this
Why you bullshitting? Hot Shots Golf World Invitational. Fuck with it.
Here he go with this fucking Hot Shots.
Japan Studios. They know the way of the samurai.
All right, so put up your $17.99. You know another thing. You know another thing where they fucked up at. You know where else they fucked up at is Sony really could have been like, we'll add a movie or two. You get Spider-Man for free this month or something.
Oh, didn't Sony shut off their movie catalog?
Yeah,
it's Sony.
I mean, well, no, I'm talking about not Sony directly. I'm talking about like for PlayStation.
They
Didn't PlayStation shut off their movie catalog?
No,
they
still got a movie app. Yeah.
Okay, but it's a app, but it's not in the store. But it's not in the store. You have to get an actual app that does it.
The PlayStation. No, there's two. When the PS5 is you have the media and then you have the games joint.
Right. Okay.
When you first boot it up, yeah. So
no, yeah. No, I mean I recognize that, but I'm talking about
media, yeah.
But you know what I mean, like how Microsoft Store, entertainment, movies, music, all that. But movies mainly, I go on. I use my Xbox because I like. It's easier for me. I don't know why I like renting stuff on that. It just feels intuitive, But I've never tried that on my PlayStation 5. Honestly.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny about Xbox, and this off key and everything, is that they got a show out called Halo. But you can't watch it on the Xbox. You have to buy a subscription. I'm like,
they gotta make their money, Trey. They gotta make their money.
You can make the money off the advertisements of putting on it.
No, that's horseshit.
Listen.
That's
the only reason I haven't watched the Halo show is because it's behind a paywall. Yeah. I'm not about to watch no fucking ads for it either.
Me either. Yeah, I wouldn't. No.
But no, they don't need to do that. They don't need to do that. They good.
I'm waiting till that shit hit Hulu.
They good. They good with where they at. Because they don't that would be the only thing. So now
but they don't have but Paramount don't have a partnership with Microsoft. That's the thing.
You get if you have the Game Pass, you get a 3-month trial. Did you know that? Yeah, you get a 3-month trial.
That's what you're waiting for, right? That's what you're waiting for, right?
Yeah, I'm waiting for it.
You're waiting for the finish.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to say that on the internet, Ray.
Yeah.
No, you can say it. I'm waiting for Halo to finish.
My Lord and Master.
I'm going to redeem my 3-month trial, and that's the only thing I'm watching because Paramount that app sucks.
Hey, I don't like the tiers.
Oh my God, this would be a perfect transition to get into.
Oh, it is.
You know what? You know what? F it. We'll talk about.
Essential, extra, and premium.
We'll talk. Yeah, it's three different tiers. Xbox has.
No, I'm just saying essential, extra, and premium. That is a weird fucking. This is definitely an Asian company. All right, go ahead.
We'll talk about We'll talk about Apex Mobile next week.
Number one, okay. Super number one, A1.
So since we're talking about being intuitive and talking about video streaming.
Yeah.
Right? I had a thought today while I was watching video. This series on Prime Video is called The Wilds. Right? It's weird. I'm not about to get into. That's not the reason I'm bringing it up. Is to get into the actual show itself. But I really, I was switching back and forth for that, and then because I had just finished rewatching the entire MCU universe on Disney Plus in timeline order. Um,
Yeah, you got that option, huh? Thank
yeah,
God.
I watched the whole thing in timeline order.
Must be nice to
Um,
work from home.
I'll go in the office sometimes.
Oh shit, my bad. I said that out loud.
I go in the office sometimes.
Oh shit, my bad, Ray.
Shut up, yeah. But I was like, I don't really like the Disney Plus app itself, like the application
It's
itself.
messy as shit.
Getting
Yeah.
from one video
It's
to
messy
another
as shit.
video is it's bad, right? And so I was like, yo, Prime got a good app. I don't know how many of y'all actually use the Prime Video app because
I
pretty
use it.
pretty much
Yeah.
everything that's on there, other than their exclusive stuff, you could watch it somewhere else. Um,
Uh,
but their app itself is really good. I like using the X-ray feature and looking up all the trivia and stuff while I'm watching the movie. And
that is a nice little. I'll give you
yeah,
that. That is a nice little feature that they have that I've seen before. I don't have a Prime account. I'm like one of only like 10,000 Americans who don't. So, uh, like my ex, she let me hold her joint. You know, obviously as relationships go, you know, your streaming is my streaming is your streaming. Natural. So I was using hers. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I said, oh yeah, shit, I could look up who this nigga is in this scene, and I keep telling myself I know who this nigga is,
exactly.
but I can't clock him. I'm like, who is this nigga? And I'm like, yo, I know this nigga. I saw him in that movie that he did that thing in. And then you just, you know, go and look at
Go to
oh
X-ray.
shit, right there.
Boom.
And it's intuitive to, you know, it's to the scene that you're in. Like, because if
Yeah.
I go to the next scene, that nigga ain't in it. He ain't on X-ray. I was like, that's actually kind of cool. You
Yeah,
know,
I
that's
like it.
that's
It's
that's some
very
deep
dope.
cut shit right there.
Yeah,
But
I think technical wise they have the best app. Like technical, like
as far as features,
user interface
as
user
far as
friendly.
features,
They have the best. They have
yeah,
the best one because you can like sometimes I'll put a movie on Prime Video to fall asleep to, and I'll fall asleep and I'll miss something, and the movie will keep going. But I could turn the movie on, and I'm probably like 30 minutes past where I was, and I'm like, damn, I can't remember. You could actually pick scenes. Like, okay, I know I was at this scene, so you could do jump to scene instead of trying to rewind and find out where you was and shit like that.
oh man, that's that old school DVD trick right there, man.
Yeah, like
I
like a
remember
chapter key.
anybody miss DVDs? Yeah,
Yeah,
I still buy them.
yeah, I
God
definitely
damn.
I rock. Yeah,
All right,
I do I mess with the steel books.
I know I just said I do anybody remember DVDs, but goddamn, Trey. Like you still
I still get it.
Still buy 'em.
I like to build a collection. Hey,
I'm
no,
talking
you
about
may
like
listen. You may never know when your internet goes out. Then what?
that's like
Fact.
that's like somebody that's true shit. I do have a crate. I do have an old school crate full of them. But that's like saying, "Oh, I'm a purist, man. I'm about to watch porn on a VHS instead of the CD." Come on, man.
Hey.
I just like having to rewind the scene and stop, play. Okay, that's not the one I was looking for. Rewind, play. Okay, that's not the chick I was looking for. Stop. Come on, man.
They got it on
Let's go-
DVDs now.
We're talking internet now. I can steal scenes from each individual movie. Let's jump straight to it, baby. But I get what you're saying, Trey. That is a purist thing, and I do have my stash. I got a couple of seasons of stuff just in case. You know, worst comes to worst, I don't pay my bill. You know, whatever.
Yeah, like that, and like that too. You can save some money with your streaming. Like, all right, I'm
But
good this month.
but no,
Turn it
I'll say
off.
this though. Most of that came in handy on the moving days. You know, when you ain't had
Oh, when
Verizon
you
out
got
yet to hook
when
your shit up.
Verizon can't come out
Yeah,
because it's times of the COVID and they can't just
yeah,
come
it's
right
like,
out and shit.
and then you pop in your DVD. I mean, I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you.
So who do y'all
But
what's your favorite app to use? Just to use.
I go with HBO Max.
Okay.
Right now it has my favorite shows on it. Like
Oh, you talking about like content?
From-
We talking that's
Content.
content or use? Because we talking content.
content use and overall, like I like the way like it works sometimes because like
I like the fact that they've been updating lately.
I can choose
yeah.
yeah, and then also like it has stems from other fucking streaming services like Crunchyroll. They have certain shows from Crunchyroll that if I want to, I can go there, or ABC or TMC or shit like that. Like it's not just that. So it's like a big ass hub, and it's revolving a whole lot. So that's the reason why I like it.
Yeah,
True.
I will
True
say
shit.
their main like
And
their
it's not-
main splash page.
And it's not extra. And it's not extra
it's
to
easier to
watch that.
Yeah, that too. Shit. Yeah, because I mean, Amazon has everything, but it's some shit you gotta buy. Like
Yeah,
it's
you
not
gotta
part
have
of
a
the
subscription.
shit.
Yeah,
No,
you gotta
but that's the
or
Hulu
you
logic.
gotta have a subscription too.
But
Or
that's
you
the
just-
Hulu logic.
Yeah, but
Like,
but
Hulu does
I'm
that
talking about
shit,
I'm talking
yeah.
about like you could like literally like Sonic 2 isn't on anything right now. You could buy
But you
Sonic
can
2
buy it on Amazon.
on
Right,
Amazon. You
right,
can rent it
right.
or buy it on Amazon. Yeah.
Which kind of is, like you said, when you talk about hubs, though, I mean, it's a one-stop shop because now you can get readily available stuff, you can get subscription stuff, and you can also rent shit that hasn't necessarily come out yet to for streaming, which is cool because for me, even though I agree with Trey, honestly, my number one right now. Well, hold on, I gotta give it to Netflix, but they've been in the game a long time.
Yeah.
So they're able to
They're slow right now to me.
But they've been
content wise,
I'll agree. We're talking function. Content is
Function,
trash.
Function, yeah, because Netflix they've been in. It's like
they've been in the game. They started the game.
It's like I compared that to like Ford to Tesla. Like, yeah, Tesla the new hot shit right now, but they really make bad. Like the quality and material of their fucking cars are terrible. I've heard so many like bad stories about how the interior and the seats and shit like that and be falling apart on them fucking cars, young.
Motherfucker got locked out of his car because it got cold outside.
Yeah, like
Ray. Huh? Hey Ray, that sound real personal, my nigga.
I mean, I'm saying that because they were the first car company. I don't mean to say just because I have a Ford.
Real bias, man.
Okay, hold on. If I'm not mistaken, everybody on this podcast right now, either their parents had a Ford at one time or they themselves had a Ford.
Yeah.
Sounds like an electric dick measuring contest.
Maybe not Vel. Vel, did your parents have mom? Your mom always did your dad ever have a Ford?
No, he had a Jaguar.
Nope, he did Jags and Lincolns.
Yeah, okay. Also, very close. God, he is adjacent like a motherfucker. He is adjacent like shit. But no, I'm just saying that because because he is adjacent like a motherfucker. Like shit. It don't get no more adjacent than that. You talking about Ford, Lincoln, and Jaguar. But yeah, Netflix was the first one. Ford. They was the first one. That's all I'm saying. Ford was the first car company. That's all I'm saying.
I'm with you. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just, but like Netflix, they've been at it for a long time. They were the first ones to do the whole download feature, so you can watch offline.
Skip intros.
Skip intros. They did that.
Next episode start automatically. They the first one.
And then they even got the sleep killer. You still watching?
Are you still watching? Gotta
love still watching.
I know Prime does that. I don't know if HBO. I don't know if anybody else
do it.
Hulu
doesn't do it. HBO Max does it, but it's not.
I
don't know. It's not as consistent.
Now, are you still watching things?
Are you still watching?
I don't think
they don't do it at all. They don't.
I don't think I think it's just Prime and Netflix.
I be sleep. No, Hulu does it. My Hulu does it. They be like, like if I'm watching a show like a show that has like a whole bunch of episodes, like after 6 or 8 episodes, they're like, are you still watching it? Like, motherfucker, I'm still watching it.
Maybe because
nigga, my Hulu goes off movies and keeps going.
I know. You know what? You might be right, Trayvon, because that's the thing with Hulu is that's another thing that I don't like that I like about Prime and Netflix is that they don't make you watch the whole fucking credits before they start the next episode.
Yeah, that's one thing I love about that.
Yeah. Netflix
Hulu's
is
gotten
really
better. Hulu's gotten better.
No, the
No,
fuck they
no.
haven't.
No,
I've been watching a lot. I've been watching a lot of Hulu lately.
only on
So
shows.
I went back to
Only on
watch
shows.
shows.
Only
Right.
Yeah,
on
that's what I'm
shows.
talking
On
about. Show,
movies?
that's what I'm
That's what I'm
talking
talking
about.
about,
If you go to the
That's what
next
I'm talking about,
episode,
On
yeah, that's what I'm
movies?
talking about.
That's on movies.
Oh no, it
You
ain't.
gotta watch.
Netflix don't do it on movies.
movies. No,
Netflix,
nobody does it.
does it on movies. No,
Yeah,
hell no.
some
They'll start a
actually
trailer. They'll play a trailer, and
They
then
do
if
the
you let the trailer
suggestion.
rock, if you let the trailer rock, and then they'll give you a countdown before they play that movie from the trailer, or they play the next trailer.
They'll do a suggestion and it'll stay there.
Yeah,
Like I've seen that before, where it'll
Yeah,
stay
for
on the
No, but
suggestion.
no, on Netflix, it's like they do the countdown, but they don't show the whole trailer. Everything,
Yeah,
everybody
unless
else shows the whole trailer, and then they go to the next movie.
Right.
yeah, nah.
Like they play the whole entirety. That's the only thing
But-
Netflix good they got so far.
But with Hulu, I just go ahead and that's why you might be right. It might not have that feature, but I might not have done it because I'll automatically just click. It'll come up, and I'll just click it to say it'll say.
You know what's funny? It might be a
this
setting.
many seconds.
It might be a setting.
No, I think it's a dead. It's an interaction thing. Like if you're not pressing anything on the screen or anything. Because with Netflix, you don't have to. As soon as the credits come up, that shit start counting down, and you like 3 seconds into the credits, and it's already on the next episode. Shit, Prime Video be like 2 seconds. Prime Video be quick, but Hulu, man, that joint make you watch the whole. It'll start the countdown, but it'll be like 110 seconds until next episode starts 110. I'll be like, God damn. So then I'm clicking. I'm pressing the next episode. I'm pressing for the play button for the next episode. So if you do let that time run out, then it'll say, hey, you still watching this shit? Because you watching the whole credits, my nigga.
I'll say this though. I mean, as far as all right, we all chime in. You know, Ray was Prime. I like HBO Maxes, but I got to still give it to the granddaddy Netflix.
Right.
You know, Trey said HBO Max. But if we want to talk content
is something else.
Ain't no question. HBO Max is shitting on people.
Yeah.
They got stuff on here taking me back. Nigga, I watched Beetlejuice the other day. Then I watched the last Dragon.
They had Martin.
And then they had Martin. Yeah.
They had Martin.
Then I topped it off with a nice helping of Kroll, that old trash 1970s sci-fi. Oh, we gonna get with this Star Wars money. You know, this shit got me, man. I can endlessly watch shit on here, and then by next month, guess what? I'm gonna be refreshed with shit. Nigga, they put Bushwhack on here.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I was dying laughing.
HBO Max got me on my. This is my favorite show of all time now. It's Warrior. That show is.
Oh, I heard about that.
It's a play on Bruce Lee.
I heard that shit is hard, man.
That shit go hard. When I'm watching it from beginning to end, you're hooked because it's like
I wanted to watch
that.
Yeah,
you got to. It's like it's like when you watching, it's like
it's
what Kung Fu should have been, but they made it right.
It's like one season.
Yeah, it's 2 or 3.
I think it's what two,
okay.
something like
it's
that.
It's 2 seasons. They're shooting the 3rd season now.
Oh no, that's
you want to talk about Kung Fu? I'll tell you where they really did it right with some traditional right Kung Fu. Yeah, Universal Soldiers: The Return, my nigga. Yeah, that's it. That shit hard, man. Hey, Goldberg, Michael Jai White, and the legend.
Hey, Michael Jai White was beating the shit out of JVD. Gave JVD everything he wanted.
His ass kicked.
The brother was finally beating the Europeans' ass, man. I love it.
Dog, I need that.
White man could do shit with the nigga.
I need that man in a fucking Marvel movie so bad.
Hey, listen. The funniest part.
I need that dude in a Marvel movie so bad, yeah.
To me, the funniest part of that movie was Bill Goldberg when he was charging somebody and they missed. He was like, "Fuck." He goes, "Shit." That shit had me dying.
That's the funniest part of that movie. Hey, go back and watch that bitch. There was literally a scene in a strip club
Oh
where
yeah,
this motherfucker used it to get online and communicate. It was I love bullshit hack scenes.
yeah,
I don't know.
too.
Since I got in the tech world, I love bullshit hack scenes where somebody, oh, I gotta get this back door into something. I'm like, you even know what the fuck a back door is?
Yo,
But
you don't really need to get that back door no more.
I was like, so he said, yeah, that place has internet, and he went to a strip club. I was like, yo, why? Why is this in this movie? And you could tell that this movie was shot probably in the range of 4 or 5 square blocks worth of actual like land, and it's just terrible. It's just terrible. They rented the same warehouse
Same
to
lot.
keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth into the warehouse. And I'm like, yo, hold up. This is supposed to be the most heavily guarded place with a bunch of super soldiers, and y'all can just stroll in this bitch every time just for another conflict to happen. I'm like, this shit is so stupid. I was like, it's so stupid. Oh, this all-knowing AI just lets you just come into. I was like, this is so fucking stupid. I love it.
That's the weirdest
Oh.
series, action series, like of all time. That shit is super.
Yeah, it took a turn for the worse after the third movie.
After the third, it took 3. You think
Nick-
it took 3 movies for it to take a turn for the? No,
Nigga,
after
it took a turn when it was a
After the
show on
title call.
Showtime.
It
It took a turn when it was a show on Showtime.
I don't count that
Most
one.
of y'all don't remember that.
Yeah,
Most of
I
y'all don't
I remember that
movie.
one. I remember that
But
one.
yeah, there was a show on Showtime
They gave him
of
a brother and
Universal
everything.
Soldier,
They gave him a brother and
Yeah.
everything. I was
and
like,
his brother just so happened to be a Unisol too, and you just love every fucking bit of it. Come on, this was awesome. This was terrible.
no, the fourth one they made JCVD the bad guy.
Oh,
When
and
that-
Dolph Lundgren came back for the cash.
No, not that. That's the third one. That's the third movie. The fourth one.
You know, the fact that you corrected me is a problem.
very much so.
Because
I'm just gonna be the one to say it.
I
I'll be the
love
one
the
to say it.
first 2 Universal
Dog,
Soldier movies.
We gotta talk. Like, you gotta watch some other stuff. You need to watch. You need to watch other things.
I do
okay?
watch other things.
No,
next episode is an intervention. Like we all here for you. We all here for you. You have so many options. You don't have to do this to yourself anymore.
You don't.
Like you don't. But I can't be mad at them. I can't be mad at them, Ray, because I do it to myself too.
Oh God.
Yeah, and I do it to myself. I told you what I did to myself before. I watched Affleck Daredevil and the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, just because I'm gonna say this. It's terrible. Just like I knew it would be, but you know. Anywho,
So content wise, you're Max. You're Max too, Trayvon.
oh fuck
Yeah, I'm Max. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Max. I'm gonna go with Max too. It's more stuff I watch on HBO Max.
To the max. Haha.
Right.
Just been watching a bunch of anime, so very for me.
You said so Max for you
Sure.
too. I go
BRB.
back and forth. I'll rock. You know, like I said, I've been watching Disney Plus because of the whole Marvel timeline.
That's basically it.
Well, I'm talking about
I
VRV.
watched all.
So-
you watched
VR.
Verve?
Crunchyroll.
Ain't it called Verve?
Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
basically
I go back and forth between my anime streaming apps. That was another thing. Game Pass gave you 75 days of Crunchyroll Premium, so I was rocking with Crunchyroll for a second. I hate ads, so I won't do it. Even though their ads aren't bad, their ads be like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I hate ads too. Only thing I got with ads is Peacock, but other than that,
Yeah,
I ain't gave up yet.
You haven't given
I
up
ain't
ads?
gave up yet. No, I haven't given up on ads yet. I haven't. Like when I'm really truly done, I'm just gonna spend the money and just go ahead and spend the dough. It's worth it, I'm sure.
it's only like $2 extra.
Yeah, but that's how they get you.
Hey,
It's the $2 on top of the $18.
but I tell you one thing, I am not paying for ads on Netflix.
No,
Fuck.
fuck no. Oh,
Yo,
fuck no.
that shit. No,
Oh,
Netflix goes
fuck
ads.
no.
I'm done.
No.
Netflix
Not
goes
after
ads,
a
I'm out.
price. Ain't got raise the price, my nigga. No,
And they hike
Yeah.
the
Nah.
price.
no.
That shit $20-something now. I'm like, yo, fuck y'all. Y'all
This
go.
shit $20.
Yeah, and
My shit
It's
well,
crazy.
from what I
$14.
got.
Yeah.
If they go,
You got the 4K joint.
they go ads. I'm out.
Yeah, if they go ads, I'm
Go ask them out. I'm
I
out.
can't.
I'm out.
I can't. Y'all
Ain't no point.
don't got enough shit for me to pay that much
Yeah,
money
yeah,
for ads.
ain't coming. We ain't coming with enough.
Because it's
Nah,
not
we
y'all
good.
don't have a. It's not like they have a free version. Y'all don't have a free version. In order to watch Netflix, I mean, I guess the free version is you borrow your cousin's
Yeah.
Oh,
password.
which they cracking down on that shit too now.
Yeah,
So the
man, nah,
fuck?
fuck that shit. Crack
Yeah.
down on it or whatever. I get that part of it. All right, I understand cracking down on people sharing passwords.
Well, how they gonna crack down on it? Because like, let's say for instance,
I don't know how
like,
they're going to do it, but if there's a way to do it, then go ahead and do it.
I
Long
mean,
as
like,
y'all turn my shit off, because I don't share my password with nobody.
but see, the thing about like people like to watch Netflix at work. They got multiple sites where they work at and at the house. Like, come on.
No,
You gotta-
not that you can't use multiple terminals, but like they talking
You
about
have
like
a limit on how many
You have a
people
l-
can be signed on at once. On
Yeah.
the
right.
same
So
profile.
I have a list of like yeah. I have like I bought it so that I can have four people watching the same account at the same time, right?
I only got
So
two. I did.
they shouldn't be touching my shit because
I saw that shit.
when I share my account, I paid for 4 of them, motherfucker. Like if you trying to tell me, oh, why are you sharing your account? Is because I paid for it.
Yeah, I pay for.
So
Yeah, as long you already give us 4 accounts, right? I think I got the 4
yeah,
accounts too. As long
like
as
where
you
you
give
can
us
watch
these
on
4
4
different
devices
profiles,
simultaneously.
yeah, you get 4 different profiles. That's fine. I don't understand why. After that, I mean, there's a way. I guess there's a way for them to do it, but don't cut my shit off. I think because it's gonna be automated, and I feel like it's gonna be something like how they do copyright and shit on
Something's gonna
YouTube and
happen.
all of that shit, like and Twitch, to where they pull
Something's
your
gonna happen.
videos or some shit like that, or you get a copyright strike or something, and it's automated, and it's like I wasn't playing anything or doing anything in my video in order to get that strike. So
Mhm.
because it's so automated, don't cut my shit off because y'all trying to keep y'all money. Because I've been paying for Netflix since since Blockbuster was still out. When y'all motherfuckers was just mailing niggas DVDs, and that's all y'all was doing. So
So I was with y'all niggas from jump. Don't fuck with me.
From jump.
I was with y'all niggas when y'all first dropped that
And
shit on Xbox.
I've never shared my account. I've never done that. Not to say that
Yeah. I mean, put
because
it this way,
but that's
I
because I got
watched
so many.
Spartacus, motherfucker.
Yeah, I got so many people in my house. I mean, in my household that we share accounts. Everybody watch Netflix. You know what I'm saying?
I watched the first Spartacus, my nigga.
I ain't trying to be like call my mother and be like, "Hey, you on Netflix? Get off Netflix." So,
yeah.
well, this was a good one. We will talk about Apex
Hey,
Mobile
Vel,
next week.
did
Hear
Vel say
everybody else. Yeah,
did
he
Vel-
did.
What?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Verve.
Yeah, he
about the
said
Verve.
Verve. He said Verve.
Yeah.
So,
I've been on the anime shit. So
I think that's a good place to end it. It's been a good
Matter
episode,
of fact,
y'all.
hey, I'll ask you while we on here, Vel. Hey, Naruto Shippuden. Crunchyroll, like for the dub.
Crunchyroll.
For the dub though.
Hulu got it. I feel like
Crunchyroll.
it's
Yeah, Hulu
between
got it
Hulu or
too.
Netflix got it.
Hulu got it.
Hulu
Yeah,
got it.
Hulu.
Netflix don't even
No,
have
Netflix don't
shit.
got it. Hulu got it. Hulu
Oh,
had
yeah,
it since
got
the
it.
first. Hulu was putting that shit out 2 days late. A
The
day
2 days
after it would appear in Japan.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
I need to get the shipping and dub for my nephew, man. I made a deal.
I think it's
I
on
told him
Hulu.
It's on Hulu. It's
I
on
think
Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Hulu.
right, but I can't. They can't use my account where they at. They can't use me where they at. that's a
Then buy him.
hilarious still of
Hey
right.
yo, hey, look.
But
Just
Crunchyroll,
buy him the
Crunchyroll
set.
has it though, right?
Just buy him the set.
Buy the DVD set, man. He's 10 years old. You think a 10-year-old gonna keep Blu-rays intact? Fuck that, man. Them motherfuckers go ahead like
You can download it.
them just go ahead and ring mark like scratches on him,
You
even
can-
though he doesn't even wear rings.
Bro, you can buy the digital copies.
Nah, he one of them multitaskers. He gonna want to watch it on his phone, watch it on his
You can
PlayStation.
do that
It's on
now.
Fun-
You
it's
can
on
do-
Fun- it's
you
on
can do that
Funimation.
now. You can watch. You can pull
It's
it up
on
on the car.
Funimation.
Yeah, I think it's on Funimation.
Yeah, it's on Funimation too.
Because I told him I'd buy him a subscription to one of them, but I gotta make sure shipping is on it.
Yeah,
Because the boy he's starting to blossom into his anime self. You know what I mean? So
Just get them Crunchyroll. Just get them Crunchyroll. It's like $7.99 a month. You good.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Man,
I just pay for the
believe
subscription.
It's on Crunchyroll.
I know this. I know
Yes,
the
it's on
sub is
Crunchyroll.
there. I know the
I don't know.
sub is
yeah.
on there.
I know the
The
sub.
dub is on there too. They
He
because
ain't sub
Funimation
ready.
because you got to understand like they
I know it's on
whatchamacallit,
Funimation. Yeah, I know for a fact it's
The
on
bo-
Funimation.
the boy ain't sub.
Crunchyroll, yeah, but you understand Crunchyroll kind of bought Funimation. So Funimation is going to be shivered out soon.
All right.
But not
I
soon,
do my
but it's gonna be a
research
while.
before I gotta pay up on that. I do my research before I gotta pay up on
Man, you better get that nigga to. Oh, how old is he?
it. 10.
Man, you better get that nigga the subs and tell him get to reading. Fuck
I
that
told his
shit.
ass that. I told
nah,
his
young.
ass that.
Hey, nah, young.
Hey boy,
Nah,
I said you gonna
yeah,
have to learn how to read these shit.
At 10, Ray had to. Hey, he had to learn the hard way. Like you gonna be
I
sitting
said,
here
hey,
watching this
man.
shit with me. You wanna watch the sub, nigga? You better get them. You
Yeah.
better get them phonics going. Fuck that. At 10, yeah, you gotta let him go.
I told that boy, man, you gonna have to pick up your reading skills, man. He said, yeah, but I don't know. I like doing multiple things at one time. I said, well, you had to sit the fuck still. Just like, all right, cool. But look, man,
I watch anime sub and still multitask and being at work watching.
I think next
Well,
week.
Vel, you're a high functioning cat. So I mean, this is a 10-year-old. It's just he is what he is.
I think next week, we'll do like a special, like a different type of episode. Like maybe play some games.
A very special episode.
Yeah, very special episode. Some shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we won't talk too much about news and shit. Maybe we'll get into some real shit. Talk about something.
Who's gonna have the drug problem?
I know. Yeah, get into some deep shit. Yeah. You're like, oh yeah. Talk about our fathers or something.
Somebody spiked the punch at Vale's party and he ended up on the roof. You get it? We're talking like 90s sitcoms, like very special episode. Trayvon's gonna be on
And we out
campaign.
this bitch. Until next time.
Before Vol give us all addictions. We out this bitch.
The guy at the bike shop touched the Ray. The guy at the bike shop touched the Ray.